What's up, everybody? CJ here, aka Ham Sanity. Welcome to another stream. I know we did a stream earlier today. I got a little bit more free time, and so we're gonna do another one. This is the final game of the PBL Week 4. PBL, that's Professional Backbreaker League. Just a basic name I came up with because we haven't had a league and we're 4 weeks in. But yeah, this is the last game. This is Cardinals versus Sunbirds. If I pull up the statistics or the records, both of these teams are 1-2. So one of these teams is gonna go 2-1. Oh, sorry, 2-2, and then the other team is gonna go 1-3. So someone's gonna be 1-3, which will tie them for dead last. Cardinals kick it away. Sunbirds return to the 24-yard line. I believe the Sunbirds had an injury at halfback, but I don't remember, honestly. Play fake over the middle, incomplete, intended for Henry Baugh. Not a bad idea here, but the coverage is really good. And it's going to be really good all day, or it should. I would expect it to be. Is a great secondary. Second and 10. Play fake over the... No, he's not on your team. Carlos Dansby with the pick. I believe that's Hamza Ricks is the quarterback's name. It's sad that I don't even know the quarterback's name. I honestly completely, this is the one team that I don't know any of their players, really. That's Hamza Ricks, right? Yeah, okay, I was right. Staley is a backup. Oh, yeah. Slattery or Slatery, however you want to say it. Cushman, okay. Had to remember. Yeah, I know this team. I just have to jog my memory every now and then. So, Hamza Ricks throws the interception to Carlos Dansby. And the Cardinals are going to set up in great position. There's a 2-yard run to the left side to Williams. Kerwin Williams plays second string halfback for the Cardinals as well as starting kick returner. 2nd and 8. They throw. It's a catch by Fitzgerald in triple coverage. Not saying it was a mistake or a bad decision. Just saying that it was a tough catch. And let's look at this one more time. It's definitely not an easy grab. Makes the catch. Takes a hard hit. But now they're inside the 10-yard line down at the 6. First and goal from the 6. David Johnson. No dice. Goes nowhere. Second and goal. Palmer looking to throw. Goes to Johnson out of the backfield, and he's going to score a touchdown. 6-yard touchdown reception for David Johnson, showing the shiftiness. Here's another look at it. Just check it down, and I mean, this doesn't look good. 2 guys in position to tackle him, but he slips both of them with one juke, and he's in the end zone. Let's look at it one more time. Simple. Just check it down, and David Johnson does the rest. Touchdown Cardinals. So early in this game, Cardinals go up 6-0, about to be 7-0. Extra point by Phil Dawson is good, and that makes it 7-0. In 47 seconds. It took them 47 seconds to score a touchdown, and they didn't even get the ball kicked off to them. They got the ball off of an interception. So let's see what the Sunbirds do here on their second possession. For their sake, hopefully they don't turn the ball over 2 possessions in a row. They start out 4 wide. Hamza Ricks under center. Play fake. Throwing. Incomplete. Good coverage on that outside. the #1 lockdown corner in the league, Patrick Peterson, wasn't even there to make the play. He was in the deep zone, number 41, with some good underneath coverage. Who is that, number 41? That's safety. Oh, Bethea. Bethea's good, too. Bethea is one of the best safeties in the league. They run it up the middle to Staley, and he's going to roll forward for 6. That play, he and his team earned about 2 to 3 yards right there, and then he landed on top of another player and rolled over him for another 3 yards. A little bit of luck there, but 3rd and 4. Here's a handoff, and they lose a yard on 3rd down. So here comes 4th. Quick 3 and out on their second possession. Their first possession, they fumbled. Or no, sorry, they threw a pick. Their offense having a tough time against this defense. And it is one of the top, definitely top 5. It could be competing for a top 3 defense. Kerwin Williams on the return. Making some guys miss. Making a few more miss. Finally caught from behind. Great return by Kerwin Williams. Puts it on the 44. In enemy territory to start the drive. This is already looking good. David Johnson slipping some tacklers, gets the first down, 10-yard run. We're going to go through that a little slower. He was just bobbing and weaving his way through the blocks. We'll slow this down. He sets up this block and then goes to the left. Nice. This guy gets pancaked. He probably should have stayed outside. But then he goes back outside, makes this guy miss. One guy to beat, really, for a touchdown. So you do have to give some credit to Stearns. Give credit where it's due. He almost got away from this, but grab onto him and don't give up the touchdown. 10-yard carry, move the chains. David Johnson again, another gaping hole, and he gets 9 more yards. If they can run the ball like this, like they have on the last 2 plays, there's almost no way you lose. Great blocking up front. Another solid run. 2nd and 1 coming up. Kerwin Williams is going to fall forward for the first down. They hand it off to their second string up the middle. And they get what they wanted. A lot of teams are thinking, let's take a shot downfield on 2nd and 1, but they just want the first down. David Johnson breaks this one to the outside. Got some room to run and picks up 14 more yards. I would love to see him just tear this defense up. Not because I'm biased for the Cardinals. I don't care who wins this game. We just hardly ever see good running performances in this league. Or great running performances. I'd love if he just got like 200 yards. And here's a touchdown from David Johnson. 9-yard run. He carried the team on that possession. Did they even throw the ball? I have no idea. I think they ran it every time, but that's his first rushing touchdown of this game and his second total touchdown as he scored the receiving touchdown earlier. Here it is again. Run up the gut and just slips through. Here it is one more time. The hole is just perfect. And he throws himself into the end zone. We're looking at 14-0 here early in this game. We're not even halfway finished with the first quarter. Extra point is up. It's good. 14-0 is your score officially. Here's the kickoff. Phil Dawson. Not able to get as much on this kick as he normally does, but it's still okay. Inside the 10, I think. But he's going to return this to the 20... I think that's the 27. 27-yard line. So the Sunbirds still haven't even got a first down. Their first possession, they threw a pick. Second possession, 3 and out. What will they do here? They throw a quick screen, but he's in the backfield. When he catches this, they throw it to Cushman, and it goes for a net gain of net loss. -7. Look at this again. He throws it, but he's running back to him. He ran right back to the quarterback. What are you doing? He had nowhere to go after that. Horrible play there. Definitely got to blame that receiver. Why did you come that far back? 2nd and 17. Ooh. Throw over the middle, caught, and I think he got a first. Yes, he did. 17 yards, Henry Baugh. So you lose 7 on first down? Well, let's just get 17 exactly on the next down. Here, just again, tie it in. Henry Baugh, first catch of the game. Nice throw. First down, move the chains. Now they come out, they only have one guy in the backfield, or one back, I should say. And they're going to toss it to him. And he's going to get 2. 2-yard run for Staley. The blocking looked good, but they were able to push the defenders backwards, but they couldn't push the defenders out of the way. And they also had a guy come through unblocked. So, 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Now they're coming out, trips right. Ham's a drop back. And 5 yards. Over the middle. Finds his man Cushman. After that catch, yeah, he just gained 5 yards, but his total receiving yards on the day is -2. Because of that sloppy play they had. First play of this possession. 3rd and 3. And throw. He had plenty of time, and it's incomplete. Intended for Cushman. That'll bring up 4th down. Let's look at it one more time. Hits Cushman in the hands, and I think that's Bethel. Hits him and knocks the ball right out. Nice coverage. And they're going to punt again. So 0 successful drives for the Sunbirds still. Hit was taken there. Williams got popped, but he did make a handful of people miss. Cardinals would take over from their own 20. David Johnson, again, a solid run, picks up 9 more yards. He already has 50 yards. He's only ran the ball 6 times. It's a great run here up the middle. Got about 5 yards before any contact. And good job by him and his teammates to get as much yard as possible after the hit. 2nd down play is blown up. Looked like they tried to run that trick play a lot of teams have been doing lately. Fake the pitch, hand it to the 2nd string on the counter. And they faked everybody out except for the DN number 62. So it's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Third and 3, Palmer drops back, throws left. He's got Johnson. Johnson's got the first down. Johnson's got even more yardage. Why did he juke again? He was spamming that juke. 3 different jukes. The first 2 were good. That last one was a mistake. But he still gets the job done. They just needed 3 yards. He got 16, so. Here it is again. Juke. Juke. Right here he jukes. That was a mistake. He probably is going to get 10, 15, 20 more yards, maybe even a touchdown if he just keeps going. But they'll keep this thing moving. Johnson again on the ground, 8 more yards. Solid day. 81 total yards and 2 touchdowns on only 9 touches if you combine his 2 catches and his 7 carries. Here's another solid run up the middle. 2nd and 2. slips a tackle, gets a first down. He actually didn't slip the tackle. I thought he did. That's why I said he did. Does pick up the first, and they will move the chains on third. Makes a defender miss, breaks it to the outside, ends up going down. His own teammates brought him down, but a 13-yard carry. Another great run. He is just having his way with his defense so far. Breaking tackles, staying on his feet, finally goes down. Tied in motion. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. And here, a 2-yard run. Well, you look at that. He only ran it for 2 on that play. After that carry, that's his 10th carry. He's averaging exactly 7.7 yards per carry. Here's 2nd and 8. Palmer gonna throw. No, he's not. They don't give the sack to Clark, number 45, but I think Clark clearly should have been credited with the sack. But it's 3rd and 14 now. They sent everybody on that play. They were tired of the run. Palmer, incomplete. Throws it up for John Brown on the left side. And they didn't show it, a replay, so I'm going to show a replay. Great coverage on Brown out here. The underneath coverage is bad, but that was bad on purpose because they know they have the coverage over the top. That safety help. And he hit him right in the stomach. Great coverage, and they do not feel that their kicker can hit from here, so they're going to punt. Weil punts this one away. It's going to land inside the 5, but he's going to return it. And he's not going to get outside of the 10-yard line. That's Cushman. He's their return man. So starting out on their own 10-yard line. The team that hasn't had any success on offense today. A few first downs, yes. Here they go. They run it. Staley still on his feet. 10 yards. Not a first down, but there's something positive. Something looking good. Oh, he trucked the defender. So nice run there by Staley. Looking at 2nd and very short. Here's the play. Pressure comes quickly. Easy completion to the right side. 10 yards. They didn't show the replay, so we're just going to check this out quickly. I'm just curious. Yeah, that's a weirdly thrown ball, but gets to his main man, Cushman. And they move the chains. 1st and 10. Ricks looking, airs this one out, and it's only going to gain a yard. Completed to Carlton. He put a lot of air under this pass. Carlton came back to the ball. Got wrapped up. But really nothing happened on that play. A pass play for 1 yard. 2nd and 9. They go stretch. And no. They try to hand it off to Rodgers. And nothing happening. I believe Rodgers is the 3rd string back. 3rd and 10. So already facing another 3rd down. Here's a throw. It's up. It's incomplete. He tried to go back to his tight end ball, but Ricks just doesn't have enough weapons. And ball out of bounds in that play. Almost picked off by Peterson anyways. And now they're set to punt. Like I was saying, Ricks isn't the best quarterback in the league, obviously. Combine that with, he probably has one of the worst set of weapons in terms of targets. Maybe second worst. Kerwin Williams decides to reverse field, and I think he paid for it. I don't think he gained after that. They'll start out on the 24 though, so it's not horrible. Johnson, 4-yard gain. Looked like it could be promising. Bigger hole to the left. He just missed it, but 2nd and 7. They go back to Johnson, and he's, almost broke that one out. He got tackled by Larry Fitzgerald, his own teammate. They didn't show the replay. I was going to show it either way, but look at this. So they go counter, jukes the defender. Everything's perfect. He just has to go to the outside and score. But Larry Fitz comes and tackles him. Larry Fitzgerald says, "No, I'm tired of you shining. I want to throw the ball." That's funny. They do move the chains, though. 1st and 10, 42-yard line. And he's going to break another one off. He's going to break another one off. He's going to break another one off. 22 yards. He just broke the record for most rushing yards in a game with 118. No, that's a lie. The record is 144. Held by Carson Waxworth, a quarterback. So the record is 144. I was thinking of the old record. That's why I messed up. So yeah, the record is 144, but he's well on pace. He's on pace to demolish that record. I mean, they're going to have to run good plays still and continue to give him the ball, but he's on pace. Here they hand it to him, and he loses a yard. There's his net total of 139. And he's responsible for both of their touchdowns. 2nd and 11. And here he's going to lose another yard. 3rd and 12. Maybe Larry's right. Maybe Larry Fitz is right. Maybe they do need to throw the ball. I mean, when you run it this good, they're going to start sending more people. They cannot give up this kind of success on the ground that they've been giving up. Here's the 3rd down play. 3rd and long. Palmer drops back. Avoids the sack. Jump throw. Underthrown. Actually, well, I would say that was a little underthrown, but he couldn't have thrown it much better. Stearns just made a great play. Great coverage by Stearns. Yeah, that was amazing coverage. Almost picked it off. And now the Cardinals will punt. Weil punts this one away. It's going to land inside the 5. He's going to return it. Actually, he returned it from the 1. Oh, and David Johnson, what a hit. They couldn't trap him inside of the 10, but still down to the 13. Here's the pitch play to the left, some room, then he gets wrapped up. Gain of 2 for Staley. Here comes the 2nd and 8 play. Some more motion. They go back to that jumbo set. And they run the same play. It's another pitch. This time the blocking's looking better. He jukes. He's got the 1st. 9 yards. And I just realized I didn't update the thumbnail before this one. So the thumbnail's still wrong. It's the wrong thumbnail. But whatever. And just before the 2-minute warning, they get the snap off. Quick throw. And 8-yard gain. Nice. So 2nd and 2 after the 2-minute warning. Maybe the Sunbirds can find a way to get on the board before the half. They're still deep in their own territory. Here's a throw, and just as I say that, they want to make the mistake of throwing another interception. Martin this time on the pick. Hamza Ricks. That's his 2nd interception he's thrown today. And he has no touchdowns to counteract the interceptions. So Martin's this he's 3rd string. This is a 3rd string corner in man coverage here. Lined up against a 3rd string receiver. Jumps the route with ease. He was reading the quarterback's eyes the whole way. And he gives his offense a chance at it. And David Johnson, a 4-yard run up the middle. Nice play. Here's the 2nd and 6 play. This play blown up, loses 2. Number 58. I don't know who you are or where you came from other than you're a linebacker, and that was nice. He timed his blitz perfectly. The O-line had nothing to show for it. So here's the 3rd and 8 play. Clock is ticking, but they don't care. They're not calling any timeouts. Palmer throws this one. It's a completion. Might be a touchdown. It is. John Brown with a touchdown through the air. They've been running all over this team, and might as well throw another touchdown to counteract this great success they've had running the ball. Only one rushing touchdown, but I mean, the yardage that David Johnson has racked up in this half is tremendous. Here's another look at it. John Brown, he's going to run a, he's just going to run a streak, and then he's going to turn that actually into a little, I don't even know what you call it, a comeback route? Not a curl. It's like, yeah. It looks like an out, but it's kind of downward. Anyways, makes the catch, makes a defender miss, jukes another defender, and it's a touchdown for John Brown. So after the extra point, they'll be up 21-0. And they're at home. It's going to be a tough game for the Sunbirds. Well, heck, it already is a tough game for the Sunbirds. But it could get much, much worse. Let's see what unfolds here. A minute 20 left in the half. You think, you got to believe the Sunbirds are going to score at some point, right? Cushman, good return, got it to the 30. Heck, half of their drives haven't even crossed the 30, so if you can get a return there, that's great. They come out I-form. Ricks is going to hand it off. On the counter, nice spin inside. 5 yards. Staley actually hasn't been bad on the ground. He has 7 carries for 33 yards. That's actually the weak point of this defense, is stopping the run. They're not the best at it. Definitely not the best in the league at stopping the run. But they don't have to be. With how great their coverage is, usually doesn't matter. Ricks throwing complete. Right side, it's an 8-yard gain. That's Baugh again, Henry Baugh. And wrapped up by Peterson, but he hangs on. So they move the chains, call a timeout, whereas sitting at exactly 1 minute left in the first half. He rolls out to his left, throws it to the right, and nope, incomplete. Let's see what happened. Did he overthrow him? I think he did. I think he overthrew him because they didn't show a replay. Yeah, he's got his tight end here. Oh, well, I think he overthrew him still. He cut in weirdly, but yeah, that's an overthrow. Overthrows his target. So maybe showing some signs of not being the best QB. He's overthrown a guy just now. He hasn't even completed half of his passes after that one. And he has 2 interceptions. So not doing so hot. That one's not his fault. I mean, he might need to find someone else to throw it to right there, but that wasn't his fault. 3rd down. Throwing. He's not on your team. That's his 3rd pick of the first half. Bethel with the interception. He's just throwing out interceptions. He's throwing out interceptions like Oprah. You get an interception. You get an interception. Everybody gets an interception. 46 seconds left. Cardinals take over on their own 49. Great throw to the outside, and they'll pick up 7. J.J. Nelson. Palmer only has thrown the ball 7 times, and he's looking real nice. 85 yards and 2 touchdowns. He hasn't had to do much with the way they've run the ball, which is always great. 2nd and 3. Palmer takes the snap, throws it. J.J. Nelson again, he can't hang on. Gets hit, can't hang on. Good coverage. And they're looking at 3rd down now, 3rd and 3. Palmer takes the snap, throws it to Johnson on the screen. Johnson with nothing but field. Here's a defender. No, there's not a defender. Stiff arm touchdown, David Johnson. 44 yards. He hasn't had the best season this far compared to some other running backs and some other players in this league. But if he can have games like this more often, I mean, we're still in the first half. Who knows what he's going to end up with in terms of totals. But if he can have games like this, that's his 3rd touchdown this half. He's got 2 receiving touchdowns, over 100 rushing yards, and we're in the first half. If he can have more games like this, we're talking potential MVP candidate. We're definitely talking running back of the year candidate. So extra points good. Oh, I didn't even show a replay. What a horrible, horrible person I am. I was too busy talking. Oh well. Rewind the video and go check it out if you want to see a replay. Score is 28-0 for the Cardinals. And Cushman gets absolutely rocked on the return. Not even making it to the 25. They'll start out on their 24. Ricks is dropped back in the shotgun. Surveying the field. He's got time. He's got a man. He's got 26 yards to Vincent Slattery. So they pick up the 1st down right there. Now they're down at the 50. 15 seconds from the 50. They're going to come out with 5 wide. They have 1 timeout left. And this is a quick throw for a loss of a yard. With 15 seconds left. I mean, you do have 3 picks, and this isn't the best defense to test. Oh, okay. Actually, you know what? I'm not mad anymore. They should have ran the play the other direction, but I'm not mad because, look, I thought what they did was stupid, but if he would stay in bounds, he's got a decent chance. I don't know. Maybe a juke? Not sure. 2nd and 11. They're going to run it. That's a counter run. Loses 3. Got completely blown up. This is a team, like I said earlier, the Cardinals defense isn't really that great at stopping the run. But right there, they get in the backfield and make a really nice play. The Sunbirds call their last timeout, and they're going to run the ball. Staley loses another yard. If you're going to call a timeout, I think you would pass, right? Not sure, but there's another look at the hit. Timeout called by the Cardinals. I mean, they're winning by 28 points. But, you know, might as well call a timeout, right? You never know. Williams could take this to the house. Or they could punt it in a spot where he's not going to be able to return it. That was pretty smart. He tried to get to it. That was a great punt. They're down at the 10. They got 1 play. 1 play from the 10-yard line. They come out 5 wide, which makes sense. Palmer looking. Still looking. Throws it in the dirt. It tries to avoid giving them any points on the safety. He was really looking for somebody, for something on that play, but that was a bad play call. Anyways, that takes us to the half. The score is 28-0. Cardinals murdering the Sunbirds here at home. Looking real nice to their fans here in Arizona. Here's the team stats. If you care, go ahead and pause the video. If not, continue with me to the second half. We'll look at player stats once we get to the end of the game. So the Sunbirds set to kick back off right back to the Cardinals. This is the first time they've kicked off to the Cardinals. And Brown on the return, he was looking kind of slow right there. That's not John Brown, that's Jaron Brown. 1st and 10. They run the ball, nice gain of 6. Johnson adds to his total. 2nd and 4. He's going to pick up a 1st down, and that's it. 6 yards, picks up the 1st, move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 40. And another run. Oh, he fell forward another 8 yards. He did that same thing. He picked up about 4 or 5 on that run, but the way he got wrapped up and thrown to the ground, he rolled on top of some people. He rolled on top of a few people. The defense kind of helped him out right there. 2nd and short. He's got another opening up the middle, 12 more yards. Now he officially has the record. It took him 35 seconds into the second half. 150 rushing yards on the day for Johnson. That breaks the record that was set last game by Carson Waxworth. Here he loses 2. The previous record was 144, so he still holds the record. He has 4 more yards he could lose as well and still be tied. But they do get a good stop here on defense. 2nd and 12. They hand it off to Williams, and he picks the 2 yards they lost right back up, setting them up for 3rd and 10. Now here's the 3rd down play. Palmer looking to throw. Palmer throwing, and he set his receiver up to fail. And I guess I should credit the coverage. It's one-on-one man coverage. There's a safety covering a receiver. A little bit of combination of good defense, bad decision. So the Cardinals will punt away for the 3rd time today. Cushman's going to get to... I'm not exactly sure. The 14. I knew it was the 14 or the 19. I just wasn't sure. So it gets to the 14. Once again, they're starting in bad field position. Jumbo set leads to a run. And they gave it to Jacob Jefferson. Jacob Jefferson, I believe he used to be their #1 ball carrier. Well, yeah. And then I think he got hurt. Right now he's playing hurt. And he can play, but that's why they have Staley, that other halfback. He gets more touches because he's not hurt. That's how it's working for them right now. They get Story over the middle for 14 yards. They didn't want to show us the replay. That's fine. Hold on. He's right here, right? Yeah, here he is. Story's just going to run a nice little crossing route. Got hit in the spine. Nice play, though. Move the chains. Hamza Ricks over the middle. He throws another pick. There is a flag down, though. It's probably interference of some sort. Yes, it is. Defensive pass interference. So this play is coming back. Yeah, because there's no way. I mean, he's obviously had a bad day throwing the ball and throwing picks, but he literally threw that right at the defender. So that comes back, and we're looking at 1st and 10 from the 37. Throws this one left side, and it hits the hands of the receiver, but he can't keep his feet in bounds. Maybe this ball was thrown a little late. I don't know whose fault it is. The QB or the receiver won, but he's out of bounds. 2nd down. He throws it quickly and only a yard. Just dumped it off to the halfback. I mean, he only gets a yard on this play, but sometimes against this defense, this pass coverage defense, that's what you got to do. You just got to dump it off to your halfback. Here's the draw play and nowhere to go. Staley is wrapped up. They tried to trick the defense with the delayed handoff, but no one was fooled. And 4th and 10 coming up. God, look at that gang tackling. Here's the punt. Williams gonna get under this one. And only makes one guy miss. And they'll take over on the 28-yard line. So they take over. David Johnson running. Goes nowhere. We haven't said that too many times today with all the successful runs he's had. He didn't really have anywhere to go, though. 2nd and 10. And here he's only going to gain 2. Looked like he had a bigger hole, but kind of made a mistake. Cutting to the left and running into a lineman. 3rd and 8. Throws this one to the wrong team. It's a pick. It's for 6. Number 45, Amir Clark. That is the first pick 6 in professional Backbreaker League history. And it couldn't have come at a better time for the Sacramento Sunbirds. So first pick, like I said, first pick in Backbreaker history. First pick 6, sorry. First pick 6 in Backbreaker history. Here it is. Just reads that out route perfectly. No one's catching him. Touchdown, Sunbirds. Nice there. It's the 2nd defensive touchdown in Backbreaker history. As I don't remember the team. I know his name was Mebane. There was a fumble in the end zone, like 1 or 2 games ago. I think it was 2 games ago, and Mebane landed on it. He's a D tackle. I honestly don't remember what team. But yeah, so pick 6, they're finally on the board, and of course, it wasn't their offense, it was their defense that scored the touchdown. And Williams showing some shiftiness. You know you're in a comfortable situation when you throw a pick 6, and it really doesn't faze you. You don't really care. And I really feel like if you're the Cardinals right now, it shouldn't faze you. You shouldn't care at this moment in time. You got Duke Johnson. 3 more yards. He has 219 total yards in this game. And we haven't even started the 4th quarter. Here he is again. This one looks promising. Nice gain of 10. If he would have slipped that last juke on his feet, probably would have taken it to the house. He's been threatening to break one off 50-plus yards the whole game. Here he's only going to get 3. Nice job to cut him off and make him cut it in. They ran outside to the left, and he had to cut it back up the field. They cut him off. 2nd and 7. Johnson, only 1. Kind of lost his footing there in the middle. We see that happen a lot of times in runs up the gut, but we haven't really seen that from Johnson too much today. So here's the 3rd and 6 play. Throws it to a wide open Larry Fitzgerald. who is going to pick up 19 yards in the first down. That's his second grab of the day. So the Cardinals convert on third. It looked like they were going to switch it, and then they just went back to whatever they had. And Johnson, 7 yards, nice run, took a hit. But I don't think he cares at this point. He wants the ball every play. When you have a game like this, you want the ball every play. There's no way around it. Yeah, that's a solid hit, though, by number 58. 58's played pretty decent in the middle. Johnson doesn't have the yardage for the first. That's his 30th carry, 167 rushing yards. Right there, he picks up 2. Third and short. 3rd and 1. Here he gets to the outside, picks up the first down, and then quickly tackled. I think he could have tried to run through somebody or make a juke, make a move or something, but I think right there he was just trying to get the first down. Do what he can, get the first down, and then keep playing. 1st and 10. Looked like he was going to slip through the middle. He did initially and then wrapped up quickly, gains 3. So they are just steady with this run game. They just keep going back to it, and I don't blame them. 2nd and 7. Johnson up the middle again. Finds another decent hole and another 3-yard run. Here's another look at it. Slips through one guy, and it's the guy that has the pick, Clark. 3rd and 4. Palmer, there's a flag down, but Palmer got the first down throw. See what it is. It's defensive pass interference, and it gives them the ball 1 inch further away from the goal than if they decline it. So they decline the penalty. Sorry, 1 yard, not 1 inch. So they decline it and play on the field stands. So after the first down, the 3rd down conversion, they're looking at 1st and goal from the 7. And Johnson with another touchdown. David Johnson, 7-yard touchdown run. That is his 4th touchdown of the day. 2nd rushing. He's got 2 rushing, 2 receiving. I told you earlier, I'm going to say it again. If he keeps having games like this, if he can have a few more like this, he's an MVP candidate. Phil Dawson knocks it through. I didn't show the replay again. I don't know why I keep doing that. That's the 2nd time I haven't showed the replay on the touchdown. Well, if you want the replay, rewind the video, look at it again. I'll try to do better. So after the touchdown run from 7 yards out, we're looking at a 35-7 lead for the Cardinals. Sunbirds will take over from the 26-yard line. 10 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, so basically not too much time left for them to get back in this game. The way things have been going, I don't really see them getting back in this game. The only reason they have a touchdown is because Palmer made a bad decision, threw a pick, and it went for 6. Here they try and run up the middle. Nowhere to go. Try again, 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, but they do not get the snap off, and so we're headed to the 4th quarter. Like I just said, score is 35-7. So the Sunbirds will open the 4th quarter with a 2nd down play. And it's a completed pass, 13 yards. to Slattery. Slattery. I think Slattery sounds better. I always don't know what I want to call him. I think I like the name Slattery. Slattery. I don't know. One of the two. First down throw for 13 yards. Here's second down. Staley, 7-yard run. That's a decent run. He's had a decent day. 35 yards, 11 carries. He's actually not doing that bad. But with the way that David Johnson and the Cardinals have played, mainly David Johnson, but you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line, too. The way they've been able to run the ball. There's been no room for error for the Sunbirds. Here they throw it to Eli Rogers out of the backfield, and he's not going to pick up the first. He's inches short. Marquise Golden on the tackle. So third and very short. What will they do? They're going to pass. And it's a completed pass to Staley. They, instead of handing it to the halfback, they throw it to the halfback. Hamza Ricks felt no pressure on this play. They complete the ball. They complete the pass, 7 yards, move the chains. This is the best drive they've put together so far. And they just crossed the 50. Here's a completed pass. It's going to get him inside the 25. So another first down. Here it is again. Rick's going to go over the middle to, I think, Henry Baugh. That's who that is, right? Pretty sure. Makes a few guys miss before fighting down. Yeah, that was Baugh. Before fighting down to get inside the 25. This is their most exciting offensive possession this game. Feels pressure, and it looked like he tried to throw it in the dirt, and he accidentally, well, maybe, no, yeah, this is too accurate. That wasn't in the dirt. He was behind. The pressure came, and so he was off target because of the pressure. 2nd and 10. Here they're going to run the draw, and Eli Rogers with a nice gain of 7. Third down now, 3rd and 3 from the 17. That key play for their possession here. I mean, if they don't score a touchdown on this drive, I think the game's over. And they do not get the first. He's a whole yard short. They go back to Rogers, and he tries to push forward, but there's not anywhere for him to go. And they're going to go for it, which this is smart. They should go for it. 4th and 1. They fake the handoff. Quick throw. It's complete for a touchdown to Brennan Story. 15-yard touchdown on 4th and 1. They throw it, and they get the touchdown. He's wide open over the middle. A great block thrown by his teammate. Touchdown, Sunbirds. Hey, look at this. I didn't forget the replay. So here he is again. Just runs across the middle, and he's wide open. Easy touchdown for the Sunbirds, and they cut into the lead. I said if they don't score a touchdown here, they're going to lose, and then they scored a touchdown. So, you know, good for them. Make it a 3-score game. So they're still down 3 touchdowns. If I was them, I would onside kick right now. I mean, you kind of have to, but I honestly doubt that they will. Oh, no, they did. Okay. Oh, they might get it. I don't think they did. They didn't get it. Yeah, they didn't get it. We'll look at it again, but they didn't get it. Okay, so the kick comes. Ooh, it hit him right in the nuts. Bodies are on the ground, And then number 16, I think that's Williams, comes away with it. So 1st and 10 from are already in enemy territory. 41-yard line. Johnson gonna run again and gonna go nowhere. He's 9 yards away from 200 rushing yards, which of course he already holds the record, but it would be cool if he had 200. I'm not going for 100 because I'm not even calling the plays. I'm just picking the first play that they give me. But if he got it, it'd be cool. And now he's 1 yard away. 8-yard carry there. He honestly hasn't had the most efficient day. I mean, he's had a good day in terms of efficiency. 3rd and 2. They run it, and he's got it. He's got the record and the first down. And wait, a touchdown? No, not a touchdown. He did get 31 yards, though, so he has 230 yards on the day. Solid run there. I'm just going to show you the replay straight up. I was going to let the replay run regularly, but a lot happened. Cut it to the outside. He needed 2 yards to get to the 200 mark, and he got 31. Or no, he needed 1 yard. Sorry. Now they're down at the 2. 1st and goal. And he's going to stumble his way into the end zone for his 5th touchdown on the day. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown. 5th total touchdown. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling his way into the end zone. Let's look at this again. Slow-mo. Just run straight. He tried to dive for it and got grabbed from behind by a defensive player, but there he is, sticking the ball out. Touchdown for sure. Rolls into the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. After the extra point, the score is 42-14. And we still have half of the 4th quarter to go. David Johnson broke the rushing record for yards in a game in the 1st minute of the 3rd quarter. And yeah, that's been the story of this game. David Johnson's dominance. Sunbirds take over from the 27, and they pray. Oh, well, there's a false start. Like anything else could go wrong for these guys. It wasn't even Staley's fault. Somebody ran into him and knocked him over, and they called a false start. 1st and 15. Quickly throws this one to the outside, and it's complete to Cushman. 8 yards on the catch, and that actually doubles his yardage total on the day, which normally if you catch a pass and you double your yards, that's really nice, but doubling his yardage total only got him to 16 yards on the day. So they haven't been able to throw the ball that well. Let's just leave it at that. 2nd and 7. Hamza Ricks under center. Takes a snap, drops back. Looking right side. That's a big play. Complete to Henry Baugh. He's going down the right side, but he's not going to break it all the way. Does double his completion total or his yardage total. He got 45 yards on that play. On all the rest of his catches combined, he had... Oh, what? Did you just see that? Did you see what happened? So, we have a lot to look at on this play. I was really curious because they've covered up the pass extremely well this game. What happened? And here's what happened. Look at the DBs. That's Patrick Peterson and Tyrann Mathieu. Actually, we're going to go free cam because I want to see this. He throws him up in the air. Look how much air he has. Look how high Tyrann Mathieu is. Oh my God, he's like 10 feet in the air and he's about to just fall. Oh my God, that's horrible. He's fall flat on his stomach. Anyway, so yeah, that's why he got wide open. It's man coverage, but Patrick Peterson, his awareness is so good that he sees the pass thrown, right? But his awareness actually screwed the play up. He got in the way of Matthew, who was probably in better position to get a deflection, an interception, or at least make a tackle. And because of that, ball was wide open. Now, Henry Ball has no speed whatsoever, so he only got as far as he could before being brought down. But nice play. Now they're down at the 25-yard line. Here they're going to run the draw. Staley spins, but to no avail. No gain. Here's another look at it. Good tackling by this defense. So 2-minute warning hits. And this game is still a blowout. Ricks with time. Finally gets rid of it. Wide open receiver. That's a touchdown. Christian Cushman. Well, that's his first touchdown of the day, I believe. I could be wrong. I think it's his first. And so nice play here. He extends the play. Gets hit as he threw it. He was in the pocket for like 10 seconds. And he just waited till he found who he wanted to throw it to. He waited till he found someone wide open. And that's one of the only ways to beat this pass coverage. Is you have to wait till you just have to sit in the pocket and wait. And then you think that's long enough, but you should probably wait a little bit longer just in case. Nice play there. I don't know if you can hear that rain in the background. It just started to rain outside. But this game's almost over, so I think we'll be okay. And it's really quiet. You probably don't hear it. Anyways, after the touchdown throw, looking at a 42-21 game. So even after scoring their 21st point, they're still getting doubled. Here's the kickoff. Of course, it's onside, and it's recovered by the Cardinals. Cardinals take over at the 42-yard line. Johnson had a hole to the left, tried to hit it, and ended up losing a yard. I saw what you were trying to do there. Wide open field to the left, but he couldn't get to it. Loses a yard. 2nd and 11. Here he hits this hole, gaining 4. That's his 40th carry for 235 yards. It's a lot of yards. It's a lot of carries. That's probably the record for most rushing carries in a game. 3rd and 7. Williams breaks this one to the outside. He's going to make some people miss. He's showing the shiftiness. Nice 12-yard run, and he stayed in bounds to keep the clock moving. Beautiful play there. The game's already over, but, you know, still nice. Here Williams is going to run for nothing. They tried to hand it to Williams on the dive. If you combine Williams' carries and David Johnson's carries, they probably have, what, 45 carries? 46 carries? By the end of this game, they might have run the ball 50 times. David Johnson's run goes nowhere. Some good defense on the front line. I mean, it doesn't matter now. You needed to play good defense when he was running for 230-plus yards on you. 3rd and 10. Ooh, didn't mean to make that noise. And he stumbles. He's going to gain 3. So Johnson's run goes for 3. They're in field goal range. They'll just take what the defense gave them. I mean, defense knows they're going to run because they're trying to burn clock. Just run the ball. Get out of this game. It's over. Here comes the 44-yard attempt from Phil Dawson. It's up. It's curving. It's good. Right down the middle. 45-21. That is the first field goal attempt of this entire game. It's been nothing but touchdowns, interceptions, and the occasional punt for both teams, is what I meant. Cardinals kick this one off, and they're going to return it with, they're going to start their possession with 49 seconds. The Sunbirds are. They go screen on first down. Staley's going to go nowhere, no gain. Great coverage of this screen. I mean, the game's over, so I guess you can run whatever plays you want, but this secondary is just too fast, too much speed, too much skill. They're great. They are great at covering. 2nd and 10. They're going to run the draw, and he slipped some tackles, only got 2 though. So timeout after the 2-yard run. I don't know why they called it. That's their last timeout. They won't be calling anymore, but they don't need to call timeouts. They lost. It's over. They need to give up. Ricks put some air under this one, and it's incomplete. Intended for Slattery. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he underthrew him because there was 2, 3, maybe even 4 players on the defense there in position to stop that pass. 4th down, coming up 4th and 8. This play literally means nothing no matter what happens. This game is over. He completes it to Carlton for 4 yards, and they do not move the chains. One more time. Really short throw. Check it down. He tried to run for it, but nope. Bethea wraps him up, and the Cardinals will just run this game out. And of course, Johnson's going to get another carry, and 3 more yards puts him back over 240 with 2:41. With the time left on the game clock being less than the play clock, I don't have to run this play, but I'm going to, because I just wanted to see him run it one more time. 5-yard gain on his 44th carry. Let's make it 45. Let's make it 45 carries. Just one more time. They don't have any timeouts. They can't stop it, right? Just one more time. Just run it up on him. He didn't go anywhere. Whatever. It's fine. We won't do it again. That's the game. Final score is 45-21. Arizona Cardinals get the W at home against the Sacramento Sunbirds. Clock hits 0. That's the game. Player of the game, David Johnson, of course, had a crazy good game. Also gets offensive player of the game. Defensive player of the game goes to Amir Clark. He's the guy who had the pick 6, I think in the 3rd quarter or 2nd quarter. Not sure. Here's the team stats. Go ahead and pause if needed. We're not worried about that too much. Let's go check out the player stats. So for the Cardinals, they had a dominating victory, and Carson Palmer only 157 yards. He did have 3 touchdowns, so did score a lot of points, but they didn't really throw the ball a lot. Only 13 attempts, and we'll talk about why in just a second. Hamza Ricks, 221 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks in the first half. He had a bad game, for sure. Had a bad game. Didn't get sacked, but still a bad game. And the man of the game, player of the game, David Johnson, 246 yards, 5.5 yards a carry, 3 rushing touchdowns. And don't forget, he also caught the ball 3 times for 66 yards and 2 touchdowns. Led his team in rushing and receiving. Crazy. John Brown with 38 yards and a touchdown also. Looking at the other side, the rushing stats, Staley didn't do horrible to start the game off. Finished with 37 yards. That's about all that happened there. Other side, Henry Ball, 90 yards, and Cushman, 40 yards and a touchdown. Oh, and Story, 29 and a touchdown. I mean, they didn't do great receiving, but they didn't play that bad. Tackles, look at this. That's a record. 23 tackles. Barbour? Yeah, Barbour. I don't even really know who that is, but 23 tackles. That's a pro league record. It's because they played so much defense, and he's a linebacker, and they ran the ball so much. On the other side, Dansby with 11 tackles. Interceptions, Dansby, Bethel, and Martin, all with picks for the Cardinals. On the other side, Clark had the interception for a 29-yard pick 6. That's always nice. Only field goal of the day, Phil Dawson, and he made it. Punt returns, there's that. Here's the Sunbirds. There's the kick return stats. A lot of kick returns because they were giving up a bunch of points. And then here's the Cardinals kick return stats. We'll check the scoring very quickly. All right, and yeah, that does it for this game. That's it. If you liked it, go ahead and drop a like. Comment down below if you want to tell me anything, ask me any questions. That's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.